But I did a pivot about halfway through the presentation on AI. The pivot in content was to go into a Reagan briefing that was given for the president in 1981 by then the director of the CIA that he had appointed, William Casey. And they did a briefing saying that our government knew and was studying and collaborating with or investigating 5 extraterrestrial biological entities. And that on a list of 5, 1, they call the EBENs as an acronym of that phrase, extraterrestrial biological entities. The next 2 on the list were made genetically by the one on top. So that means that 2 civilizations out on different planets were made by a prime intelligence, the way we are beginning to experiment with making autonomous robots, and we're moving into the organic world of cyborgs and making androids and clones that will start out being something that will take human direction. But when does that stop? So in the 5 on the list presented to Ronald Reagan, 2 are in the category of autonomous robots, but they're not machines, they're organic. And so if they have been placed on other planets, we don't know for sure what the Eben prime planet, it's said to be Zeta Reticuli 1 and 2. But suddenly you begin to grok a picture that throughout the entire universe, galaxy to galaxy, and there are trillions of galaxies, prime intelligence, there might be 100 prime intelligences. Let's say in this entire universe, a prime intelligence is that which has an original source, has evolved organically, and reaches a place of advanced state, mind, body, spirit. That's the assumption of a prime intelligence. And you could take this universe that is 13.9 billion light years, and you could have 100 prime intelligences. And they alone could be responsible for populating trillions of planets if our model of the Ebens and what they have done is create artificial intelligence in an organic way and put them on their own planets, planet by planet by planet. That's the implication of the Reagan briefing. So you extend your political clout in the universe, your territorial occupation, not by having to leave whatever the prime intelligence's planet is. You make dozens of different models for different planetary systems, and they're connected directly to the prime intelligence. But on all of those planets, unless you know how the whole scheme is working, if we hadn't had the briefing, we would never have known that the big-nosed greys, by our government's definition, are genetically manipulated and created androids by the Ebens. And the same with the the quadloids that have 4 fingers, 4 toes. And it says in the briefing, this was a cloned hybrid from the Ebens, cross genetics, praying mantis insects, and lizard reptiles. So in one briefing for one president, and we haven't even gotten into what they describe as the dangerous tronoloids, which are supposed to be dangerous insects that can change their body forms and look just like us and walk around on our planet, and that they are on a planet that is only 10.5 light years from Earth. And once upon a time, a light year to me seemed forever. And now I am so inured that 10.5 seems like it's next door, because here's what's coming next. It's happening. We've been doing this in the secret space program. But here's what's going to come next to the public. We're going to have a scientific announcement. Einstein was right. At the speed of light, you can bend space-time. You bend space-time, you don't have to go through Euclidean geometry of spending light years to travel anywhere. If you can bend space-time, we will be able to construct like subways. And you walk in and you plug in a number and you walk out and you are on Mars, in a substation on Mars. And then we're going to learn how to do it beyond our solar system. And pretty soon we'll have subways throughout the Milky Way galaxy. You get on a place at Earth and you walk out to wherever it is that you want to go, and we're going to discover there are other civilizations out there, and they have looked at us as babies. And now we're getting ready to start stepping from Earth to other places in this universe. And then, will humans take tribal warfare with them out into the cosmos? That, to me, is the ultimate question, given what is happening on Earth now. And if that is the ultimate question, it has to be of great concern to the prime intelligences.